So I see the little live button in my screen. I hope that means you're all out there. Write in and tell us if it's all working and you can see us. We had a few technical problems, to put it mildly, but you know, that's the world of online communication. Welcome back to the Horn Hangouts, and it's a really special day because we have the wonderful Zoltan Kiss with us. I just wanted to say it's been a very sad day here at the Philharmonie because, as you know, Maestro Claudio Abbado passed on this morning, and we've been very busy all day at the Philharmonie with tributes for him. And I just felt I couldn't not say anything on the Hangout because, well, he was a very, very important person for all of us. And so we are thinking of him and his family and very, very grateful for what he did for classical music and all of us, especially here at the Berlin Philharmonic. And I definitely don't want that to take away from the Hangout tonight. Claudio wouldn't have wanted either. So we thought to start this wonderful Hangout with Zoltan Kiss. Zoltan is ready at the piano, I think, with his accompanist, Jacek, I hope I said that right, and you're going to play us in with a little piece. So take it away, Zoltan. Applause. I hear everyone on the Horn Hangout right now applauding from all over the world, right, you guys? Zoltan, welcome. Thank you. Jacek, did I say his name right? You're a wonderful pianist.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Zoltan, welcome. It was quite a difficult half an hour because we couldn't get everyone hooked up.
Yeah, it was really difficult. It's just a phenomenon of internet and online streaming. I just pretend that I'm from maybe a spaceship. Second is all the slow movements and flying objects, like my new mouthpiece. Oh, what's that? Wow, and I just touch it and it goes in another direction. Experiment.
Start sending in your questions for him. I'm going to chat a little bit because actually Zoltan and I have only met very briefly in Berlin, haven't we?
Yeah.
Very, very briefly. But we just had to have him on the Horn Hangouts because the story was we had Christian Lindberg.
Exactly.
And you tell us the story.
Oh, no, it's just my wife, my beautiful wife, Sky.
Hi, Sky.
Yeah, so she just woke me up. Hey, you have to get up. It's Christian online. And I was like, oh, yeah, great. He said, yeah. And then, shall I say hello? Shall we say hello? And then, yeah, please. Because Sky was, of course, doing the typing. And so we just said hello from Vienna, and all people started to greet me back. And while Christian was telling her a very interesting story, I just said, thanks guys for the recognition. Just let's listen to the master. Really
I remember. Then we decided that moment that we were going to get you on the Horn Hangout. So we're really happy you're here. Tell us exactly where you are and what you're doing there.
Actually, I'm in Enschede. Can you say it? Enschede.
Yeah.
Enschede in the Netherlands. And yesterday I was playing with the Mnozil Brass in Zwolle. And it was a fantastic concert. And I have my great friend here, Ben, who's behind another computer, the same room.
At this point, we need to say Ben Kroiming, is that right?
Yes, Ben Kroiming, ladies and gentlemen.
Ben, hi,
here we are. Hi, Sarah. Hi there.
It's great. Thank you so much for everything you've done today, Ben, for setting all this up. I mean, look at it. It's amazing. It's a really professional setup.
Yeah, it's thanks to him. He's that guy.
Tell me quickly about your connection.
Please, Ben, a few words.
Yes, we had 2 years ago the Let's Trombone Festival, and Zoltan was invited as a soloist on that and teacher on the festival, and yeah, that was a lot of fun, a lot of quality, and we invited him again for this year.
Great.
Yeah.
And he's helping with everything. He's the guy. He's the man.
He's the man. Ben, you're the man. Thank you. Without you, this
Your words. Thank you.
Thank you. Get back behind the camera. So, Zoltan, you have amazing fans out there. You would not believe it. You've got Texas, you've got Macedonia, Melbourne, Brazil, Chile, Cairo, Innsbruck, England, all over the place. You've got people watching from everywhere. And so we want to know a little bit about you. We don't really want to know the stuff we can Google. We want to know the nitty-gritty stuff. Because did you know, when I Googled you, this is what I got.
Wow.
Yeah, but read it.
Zoltan Kiss is Hungarian football player. Yeah. That's great. That's great. Football. Yeah. And the picture is right. So it's a bit confusing. Well, the thing is that Zoltan is like number 4 or number 3 in popularity lists in Hungarian names, and you can't believe it, but Kiss, what we say, Kiss with double S.
Okay.
Actually, it's like number 2, number 3, number 2. So there's many Kisses are outside in the world with the name and Zoltans, and yeah, it just happens to be a few football players, and actually is a boxer in Poland.
Yeah, I got him as well. But you know, Poland is where you went to study, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you went to study, and there were quite a few Polish students at the concert the other night, and they said, "Oh yeah, we know Zoltan." And I said, "Well, tell me some of the stories about Zoltan." And they said, "You know, Zoltan was always going to be a star. Right from the very beginning, it was clear that you were going to be a star." And they said when you went to competitions, you would always, they put it like this, they said you would smoke the winner's cigar already before the competition.
Yeah, this is a true story. Don't take me arrogant. I was, I don't know, 18, 17. And we just decided that, hey, normally people are smoking a cigar after they're winning a competition or some prize. So let's go to the pub and let's smoke this cigar before the finals.
So you were sure, and you did win, didn't you?
Yes, I did win that.
You did win. Performing, you just knew that's what you wanted to do, right? And were you always an acrobat on the trombone right from the beginning?
No. My beginnings were like I wanted to be in a boys band all my life, really like oh baby, like this kind of thing. It was so funny. I was pretending playing on the keyboard and in front of the mirror, and it was really bad.
But you studied dance, though. You were going to be a dancer. You liked that.
Yeah, I loved dancing. I was in a dance school, and at one point I had to decide if I go seriously with the dancing or I just take the path with the music. Because I couldn't do both because both schools were very strict with the hours. So I kind of decided because music I can do longer than dance. So I would finish my career now.
In your job now, you do use dancing a lot. I saw the moonwalk.
Yeah. So that's the great thing that I hit the jackpot with Mnozil.
Yeah.
Because I can just do fool around, pretend that I'm in a boys band.
I was going to say, Mnozil is really a boys band. Actually, you made it into your boys band.
Well, yeah, it's like the brass boys band.
Someone's just written in the chat. Wes just wrote Zoltan the Backstreet Boy.
Yeah, that's good. That's cute.
So you were always an acrobat on the trombone.
I'm always been inspired by, of course, the great giants like Christian, who showed me what's possible in trombone, because
Yeah.
I thought this was kind of limited. The trumpet is more free to do technical things on the instrument, and yeah, and he just opened my eyes. Wow, it's all possible. So I just go for it, and
So this
yeah.
Elizabeth Kaupila, hi Elizabeth, she just asked, she said, who was your musical inspiration in your younger years? So I guess
It
that
was a
would be one of
big
them.
part was Christian. I think like my generation, everybody could say that one of the pillars of inspiration was Christian Lindbergh.
Yeah.
I had a lot of from Bill Watrous, Jiggs, Wickham, and actually Maynard Ferguson, Bill Chase from trumpet players now. So actually a big fan of the trumpet. I actually play a little trumpet privately. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, and I love the big band music, and I love the bass trombone, and I like the lead trumpet. And I
About
always
the French horn.
French horn, yes, French horn, yes. What was that?
Remember the French horn player, for goodness sake.
Actually, I think French horn is the most difficult brass instrument.
Hear, hear. All the horn players watching this are going, hear, hear. We agree. We can't. But
Really?
yeah, trombone is pretty difficult as well. So you studied in Poland. You had this wonderful trio, your brass trio that you toured the world, and I wonder.
Oh yeah, the Warsaw Brass Trio. We're like high school friends, and we tried to play in the brass quintet. Didn't work out. We tried to play in the brass quartet, but my brother left the country back to Hungary, so we left with us three. So we just decided to try to make it work. It's quite difficult because the literature is not that great for brass trios.
There's some
But
nice,
yeah.
there's some nice videos of you guys on YouTube, and I like the hair. You've got to tell us about the hair, Zoltan, because you had like this incredible ponytail, and you had a
Yeah.
shaved eyebrow. That was all part of
Yes.
the Zoltan before?
Yeah, this was the Zoltan before when he wasn't well known, and I needed to do something to look different than anybody else. And then I got into the Mnozil, and I got more worldwide recognized, and I started to do my things, my stuff. And then I suddenly didn't need to shave my eyebrow or have long hair.
Is there any scar left or anything, or is it all still there?
No, it's just now it's growing really a lot, so I could do like here a little ponytail now. No, it's all fine.
So, Solly, you said in the interview before, you said Mnozil. How do they pronounce it? Mnozil.
Well, originally should be Mnozil,
Mnozil, yeah.
as a Czech name, family name, but they moved like long time ago to Vienna, and then actually like the Z is pronounced Z in German, so it's just become Mnozil.
Mnozil, okay.
Yeah, this was a pub.
It was a pub, I know.
Still, yeah, there's a pub called the Mnozil's Gasthaus, so Mnozil's pub, and yeah, so that's the name coming from.
It's opposite the Hochschule where you guys were all.
Yeah, it's just across the street, and guys are hanging out, playing folk and jazz, and become very popular in the area. And of course, others wanted to hire the bands, so they needed a name, and they were really good friends with the family who's owning the pub, the Mnozil family. So they decided, well, we just call ourselves Mnozil Brass.
And I've just lost you. Oh, sorry, I have modern technique. I've got the chat going on next to me that you can't see, but I will be sending you a copy of the chat. So you guys, any messages you want to get to Zoltan, if I don't get to your questions, write them all down, because he will get a copy of this chat, so he'll be able to read what's going on. For example, Kai just wrote and said he loves your recording of the Plug trio with Warsaw Brass Trio.
Yeah, Anthony Plug, he's a great guy.
Yeah. And there's all sorts of things about your warm-up routine and your practice session, but we'll get to that in a sec. Mnozil made you a star. I mean, you were obviously a star before, but they made you really famous in the trombone world.
Yeah, when I started in the band, I was like, yeah, I'm really excited, and Thomas told me like, oh, don't worry, wait a month or two, you'll be everywhere.
And you guys are literally on the road all the time.
Yes.
I mean, you're all over the place.
I think once we made a count, it was like 27 countries, around 27 countries, maybe it's more now. And 130 concerts. Now we try to push it down because the family is getting bigger. and we try to squeeze in some family time.
Yeah, you guys are all daddies.
Yes.
Almost all of you.
Everybody's a daddy.
Everybody's
Roman
a
is the
daddy
last.
now.
Roman is the last, so he became daddy.
Roman's a daddy. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, Roman's a daddy now. I still can't believe it. You know, just look at him.
There are many women out there who are going to be very sad about that.
Yeah.
So Richard in Melbourne, hello Richard, he's a regular Horn Hangout friend of ours. He wanted to know how easy was it for you to fit into Mnozil when you were invited to join? Because there was another trombone player in it before you.
Yes. Actually, it was before me. Like the main member was Sebastian Fuchsberger. He's now a great tenor. He's in solo tenor in Leipzig at the Opera House. Mm-hmm. Wow. And after him was for a very short time Ed Partica on bass trombone. And they were really looking for somebody to quickly get in, but they didn't know who to invite, so they made like a silent audition, like just for a couple of friends, jazz players and symphony orchestra players, professionals, like, you know, just jazz players who they thought might fit. And it was just the biggest accident for me. Thank you very much, God. I met them on their Poland tour. Did you say Poland tour?
Polish tour, yeah.
Polish tour, and we met in Krakow, and I was the guy around there. I didn't even know the guys, and I was just helping them around. We had a little chat.
How did you do that at the beginning? Because they play everything from memory, so you had to learn all this stuff. Yeah,
so when they invited me to the audition, I was really scared because I thought I always say, I'm the type who plays from music. I'm the type who can memorize stuff, and I'm the type who can play only from music.
Oh dear!
And that was the big shock. Like, we don't use sheet music. I said, okay, so can I learn? Actually, here is a video, and learn it from that. Yeah, I got some copies, like the melody starts, and then it's blank, and then it appears on another side, and yeah, it was really.
And that's their music. Because Leon has just asked a question, Leon Pokersnik, if I've pronounced that right, and he said, how long do you need to learn all the program by heart? So how long did you need?
Well, the problem was that the guys were a bit delayed with the music for me, and I really had to speed it up and learn it maybe in a couple of days.
Oh God, a couple of days?
And then my first gig was a radio live gig through the ORF 1, the radio center, first in Austria. And for the last moment, we didn't know if I joined the band for that first concert, because it was very important. It was a radio sending. Yeah. And then I just practiced through the night with the DVD on my back and just looking at the movements. And we had a quick rehearsal before the concert, and they said, it's all fine now. And I just joined them. Yeah.
I bet there was a lot of beer after that concert.
Yeah, it was really great. And actually, I met Sebastian after that concert, and he was very happy with me too. So it was really, really good. It was for me really, really nervous time, and a new country, new people, new band. Actually, first time really professional. A lot of music to know. I was very nervous. But one thing was for sure, that my humor and the energy between us in the group was from the very first moment. So it was really hand in hand. So it's really, really good. So that was the most important. The rest was the rest is knowledge. Like, just had to learn the stuff. But to hang on stage and have fun was from the beginning.
This has been one of my favorite hangouts to research, because I absolutely just died laughing. There is so much fantastic stuff out there on YouTube of the guys playing Bohemian Rhapsodies, playing the recorder out of their noses, trying to play their instruments while they're pretending to be cowboys on horses. You guys are just absolutely hysterical. I love it. So if you're watching, why don't you guys write into the chat? Tell us your favorite Mnozil YouTube excerpts so that we can all have a look at them, because there's so much out there, and I had you on all the time yesterday. It was fantastic. There's so much great stuff there. Zoltan, we have some prominent viewers tonight. Atina Ting Helsit has just joined us. She's watching in Copenhagen at the airport. And Matthias Herfs and his son Tillman are watching in Hamburg. So hi to you guys.
Wow.
Thank you very much for joining us. So yeah, all the trumpet players are out watching you. So how about the trombone players?
Yes, trumpet players are watching me. I made it.
You made it. Tell me, Dustin has asked a question, a very good question. What do you do in a memory lapse? What do you do when you forget what you have to do? What do you guys do?
Memory lapse.
You laugh.
I just had a memory lapse. No. The thing is, it's a great thing that we improvise comedy. And sometimes we really just fool around, just trying what works good with the audience, what's not. So we lose space for that. And when something happens, we just improvise, we just work around it. You know, it's meant to be like that. It's meant to be that I forget. It's meant to be like that. So it was great. It's planned comedy, you know, planned chaos. And you can always work. You know, if you remember that point is sure, and you can just fool around and meet at that point. And
it's still scary playing without music. I mean, I couldn't imagine it in my orchestra. And not only that, but dancing and singing and everything.
Oh, actually, one helps the other. So I realized that a little bit of humor and just telling a few jokes and we just fooling around on stage, it just makes you forget about all that maybe tension what comes with playing by heart. So it really helps. So you have a few jokes, and it's just relaxing the body, and of course hours of practice, 10 hours for a month. We sit together and play. So there's a solid work done before.
You also have a director who works out all this stuff. So how much is his of the silly jokes are his, and how much do you guys work into it?
Well, naturally, the jokes are mostly coming from us. It's about the director's job to make it look good, but we like being our mirror. So just seeing that with the eyes of the public. So the publicum's eye, and just fooling around and getting the gags in sync, because it might happen that somebody's out of focus because too much happening on stage. Yeah. So it's kind of the job is to make us organized, because we all like to fool around and hey, look at me. And so
but each of you get your moment. Everyone's writing in their favorite moments. The Eastman Horn Girls say Bohemian Rhapsody. The slow motion one is a really good one. That is just, I love that one.
Yeah, it's like one of these things. Yeah, or the punch. My favorite is the punch.
It looks like our hangout test earlier on.
Yeah, it looks like a hangout. It's like, is it punch coming? Like really slow motion and. It's like that. I'm just fooling around. It's coming from actually rehearsing a piece and just start to fool around. Or my voice is not that difficult, so I just going like la 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 la, and then going just and then. Joking around with Thomas or mostly Thomas. Because I always see him, so he's like when he's all quickly in his voice, and then he's just fooling around, looking always somewhere, and our eyes are meeting, and just with the age difference is the least with Thomas, and he's into movies and special effects, and me too, and just it just works easy.
I heard you were, the best way to do research is to ask people close to you, the things that you can't Google. So I had a nice little conversation with your wife, Sky, over via Facebook, of course, because it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and she said you're a big softie, and actually when you're not playing the trombone, you like to watch movies. She said, but you always cry at movies much sooner than she does.
It's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I just watched yesterday, like the 12-Year Slave, and I was just crying like a baby. So yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. So I'm just a softie. Yeah.
She said if you weren't a trombone player, you would have been a cook.
Yes. Well, if I wouldn't be a dancer and a trombone player, probably I would end up being a cook. I love that just throwing stuff together, steamy. The chili kills my eye, and
Tell me about dinner night.
Dinner nights, yeah, one of my favorites. Just inviting friends over. You know that better, actually. You inviting friends together, all artists, friends.
Once a week at your place.
And our place, and we just cook something up, something simple, and yeah, we just hang out.
Okay, that sounds good. So I think you need to invite all the Horn Hangout viewers.
Okay, I just hire a mansion and then.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm just going to get through some questions now because the chat's going crazy, and there's some really great stuff going on out there. So Louis says, "Hi Zoltan, looking forward to seeing you soon in Argentina."
Woo. Yeah. Hey Louise. Hey, yeah.
Tell us quickly what you're going to do there.
Actually, we're preparing the premiere of my really solo recital with Jacek, and
Hi Jacek.
And I'm so lucky with the opportunity to fly to Argentina, Isla Verde, and there is a brass festival going on for a couple of years now, and it's great. So we'll do our first night trombone and piano night, or piano and trombone night. Yeah. That sounds
cool. Austin wants to know, do you have any plans to coming to the US for concerts and master classes?
Yes, I have. I would have plans if somebody asked me to. Yeah, of course, students are very interested. I didn't have yet the official connection or contact. Mm-hmm. I might go to Banff, to Canada. Jens Lindemann was interested.
I want to come. Oh, it's beautiful there.
Yeah, it was really fantastic. More happening for now. More in Europe. What was very, very cool. I might go next year to New Zealand Brass Festival.
Oh, wonderful.
What's great. Of course, maybe a couple of gigs on the way in Australia. We'll have to see.
Well, you know what? People are going to be able to catch up on or watch exactly what you're doing on something we are going to announce at the end of this hangout. So we'll keep the surprise for a bit later. You guys are going to wait for the surprise. It's coming right at the very end of the hangout. So a couple more things. Adam from Cairo says, can you say something to us in Hungarian, please? He's
from something in Hungarian. Persze. Nagyon örülök, hogy mindenki itt van, és engem néz, mert én szeretem, ha mindenki engem néz. Remélem, ha valaki érti, nem röhög sokat. And that's, for now in Hungarian.
Which means?
I just say that I'm really happy everybody's watching, because I like to be watched. And I hope who understands doesn't laugh too much now. And that's it for now.
Aww. Okay, here we go again before we get back on track. A lot of people are asking this question. They want to know how you avoid hurting your lip and how you manage to get the endurance for a Mnozil concert. Because the last time I heard you guys in Berlin, I went out like that. You had blasted me against the wall. I was like in the 20th row. I've never heard such a loud noise in all my life. And this went on for 2 hours. How do you guys, you in particular, how do you manage not to hurt yourselves?
Oh, I don't know. I was always, well, like I said, I'm really interested in the technique and the lead trumpet technique, and it's about projection. So not how strong I actually holding the instrument or pushing against my lips or how intense I'm blowing into the instrument, but actually how it projects. How it's a tongue technique. What I use, what lead trumpet's using a lot.
Tell us what that is.
Oh, it's just something like because I can't change the size of the mouthpiece during the playing, but I have to play. So I have to change the lips. Yeah, but it's also limited. And what I can do is change the size, the size inside my mouth. And to do that, you use your tongue. Like when you speak, you need the short word or a deep voice, or you want to pronounce something in other languages, all changing positions. And that's how I get the projection. When I push up my tongue, up and forward, it's less space in my mouth, so the air is faster getting through my mouth. And this is one of the things I do to get really good projection, and that's how I gain loud, not losing actually power from my lips.
So that saves actually, because you're actually projecting. We do that a lot in our section. We project forwards with the air because the minute we do that and use the smiling embouchure, it takes too much.
Yeah, it's just the playing with your muscles loud is limited. You have probably like 30 to a minute if somebody's like really strong, maybe a couple of minutes, and just you lose intonation, sound, everything one after the other just goes off.
Okay.
And what you can do is to learn how to use the air, and you use your muscles to keep your lips together and keep it on the mouthpiece all the time.
Do you guys ever practice quiet?
Yes, actually we do.
What happens before a Mnozil concert? What happens backstage?
What happens backstage?
The not the X-rated version, the one you can tell live on the internet.
Massage happening, lot of inspiring each other.
Do you play long notes? Do you play flexibility exercises? What do you do?
We play very silent and long notes, so very slow and silent.
Slow and silent. Slow and silent, like nothing.
Like nothing, yeah, nothing. We just go really like, like this. No, it's pretty much everybody has their his own warming up, and the trombones are joining each other and just play through a couple of places from the show, just for fun, just for tuning and finding the balance. Because when we find the perfect balance, there is an extra projection of the band. So that might be one of the secrets. That if you manage to match each other's volume on stage, it gives an extra push.
Yeah.
A volume
push. Do you guys
push.
get nervous before performances, or is it just too much fun?
I've been always very excited before performing. Like I'm sometimes overexcited, so I go on stage and like you just really want to say something, and then you blocked, and that's might happen. But of course, playing 130, 120 concerts a year, it's you get used to that, and you're more focused about what I want to do, how I want to do, and just when you do so well something, you're looking forward how people react. What can I do? Can I push more jokes? If I push the joke in, should I continue that joke as a running gag because people liked it? So just keep doing that during the show, but not too much. And everybody has that, so it can happen. Yeah.
Tell me, Austin wants to know again. How much did you practice in order to play the last note in Summertime? What is the last note in Summertime? It's that one, isn't it?
That one. I didn't know. I thought it's this one, but you're saying that one.
I don't know. Maybe it means this one, but I think it means this one.
I don't know. This one. You see, one of the things is the high notes. One of the secrets, psychology secrets, the notes are here, not there. They're here. Here, you play them here, like a not try to squeeze. But of course, this was an extreme register. It was a. What is that? Is it triple F?
I don't want to know because I've never played one in my life up there.
Wait, let's just let me check it if I can still play it.
Okay.
Yeah, I still can play it. So, yeah, this was the triple F.
You have that in the Schnapsody as well. In your Schnapsody.
Schnapsody, I have a triple D. I don't go to the Fs. Maybe sometimes when I.
But that's not a real note. How are you getting that out? You're just sort of flattening the lips inside and just sort of vibrating it out, no?
What you're saying that you putting your lips together and you vibrating them and they are not real notes? Then how you do the other notes?
How do you get those notes? It's ridiculous.
I don't know. It's just. And it was a double high C on the trumpet, yeah? Would be. That was.
Okay. What would you say is your most important exercise? Kai wants to know.
Most important exercise.
Yeah.
Lately, the most important exercise is really long notes through all over the trombone. Like not all over, like I mean in the classical register. all over
Okay.
the trombone.
Okay.
Just to really zen and try like a breathing exercise, like a yoga exercise, to just really control the air and just relax and get the notes connected. And just try to calm myself. Don't worry if it doesn't come out. If I split a note, don't worry, just do it. Because it's a yoga exercise, there is a breathing exercise, nobody's recording, watching, or judging. So I judge myself too much. Like everything has to be perfect, and then I psych out on pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I think this is my favorite. Of course, I like then fooling around and practicing technical difficulties, and it was all, I love it all the time, how to break through. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, I just had to break through walls of difficulties and be like a trumpet. I always thought trumpet is like a head of trombone with technical possibilities, and it turns out it's everything possible. You just it's in your head what you can, how you limit it. The limit is in your head. You say, okay, that's enough. I can't go further.
Your dear wife said that you don't practice all that much, at least not when you're with her. She says a couple of hours of really good intensive practice, and that's good for you. Yeah.
So I really focus when I need this kind of Zen exercise, because after that I'm going for the really difficult technical exercises, and I just really want to first relax to get the power. Yeah, to get to that point I can really focus and practice pieces. Like now I'm just working on the carnival. What I will play in Argentina. Yeah.
Someone's just asked. I'm sorry, I missed the name. It's way down here. Wants to know about your next CD. Do you have one planned?
Well, we started with Jacek to working on a funk album.
A funk album. Jacek, can you dance as well? Do you have to dance?
Better not, I think. No, I'll stick with the piano maybe.
Okay.
No, it will be funk album. I try to work around some maybe well-known lines, trombone solos or trombone literature. Take them a little bit unseriously, but seriously as a funk band, and then we'll see what happens. I'm still in progress. We just started like a month ago, so.
Well, your 2 CDs are out, and I can only recommend them. Maybe one of you can write in the links where you can get them, because Slideshow, especially the Slideshow, is really, I mean, it was an incredible debut, but you said your second CD was actually your favorite.
The Rebellion is my favorite. Yeah. It's just fantastic. I know it sounds like, oh yeah, fantastic telling about your CD, but I was working with Jacek and Adam Rappa. Fantastic trumpet player. He's really incredible. He's just so flexible on the trumpet, like a clarinet player. Just go all over the horn. It's unbelievable, and unbelievable energy and inspiring energy. And we were just really had fun. It was really intense 5 days, and we managed to have our view through the brass instruments to how we understand Piazzolla's music. Yeah. How we see Piazzolla's music at that moment, in that time and space. So, and I think it's my best playing so far. And it doesn't have to be all virtuos.
Yeah.
But musically, I think it's the best thing I ever done till now.
Fantastic.
So I hope it's more to come. More
not only more to come, but we have some special things that you're going to show us today, because we've just had a question from Richard in Melbourne again. What is different about the new Kissbone? And that's one thing you wanted to show us today, because we're getting a sneak peek of your new Kissbone X.
Yeah, the sneak peek is just that. Which camera? This camera. So what was really I wanted to take advantages to tune that famous B natural in the low register, and I was able to do it. It's always a problem when you try to tune a note on an instrument. I think probably happens on horn too.
We just pray.
We have to pull out the tuning tube, for the valve to make it, of course, longer, so lower, so you can tune the note because it's naturally not on the trombone. The problem is always to go back to the same tuning. So what I'm pulling it out, and when I'm pulling it back, it stops at the point I was tuned because it has a little thing.
Okay.
Trumpet,
Yeah.
like the.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, and the same happening here. So the extra slide, I can just pull it out and pull it back. Without, the problem is that you have to pull it out and then pull it back and look if it's in the same place. So I can just do blindly, just go and pull out the stuff.
The first Kissbone, the original Kissbone couldn't do that, or what?
No, the original Kissbone couldn't do that, and the original Kissbone had a Hagman valve system. And
Hagman valve. I'll just nod and pretend I know
the French one. Okay. And we decided to go with our own and go back to the roots. So go with the classic rotary valve. Okay. Like it was always before, when it all started, this revolution with the new valves. Yeah. Oh, okay, great. And
looks like a horn
really
valve.
happy with the action. Really happy with the action, especially when I have to do the virtuos stuff. Yeah. It's a really very small action. Yeah. So you can use this like a valve. Like this for this variation would be fantastic.
It's not bad, though.
Yeah, it's still working. Thanks. So this is mainly what changed. So just kind of a little bit clean up the old ideas and put in new ones. And with that, of course, the original now is Schlager valve system in it. So it's everything made in the same place, and we have control over the quality control over it. And I'm really happy.
When can we buy it?
Sorry?
When can we buy it?
You're going to be able to buy it. You have to sell your horn first.
No problem.
Now, it's actually will be the Music Messe in March, and I'm going to be there from the 14th of March.
In Frankfurt.
In Frankfurt. For
so
2 days.
You're invited to Frankfurt. Solly's going to be at the Music Messe, and he's going to cook for us all. If we all turn up, then he's going to take us all to dinner, right? Cook for us.
Yes, sorry, yes. No, we will hang out. We will have actually a live cam for the whole day, for 2 or 3 days. And we will do. We will have a midday jam with people who are coming to the stand. It will be the Ledge company and the Schlager company. They join into one stand, and we were going to advertise and let everybody know about the new trombone and actually about the new mouthpiece.
Yes, mouthpiece is the next question, because quite a few people have said, what is that sexy? Oh, Tom Hundley in Seattle just said, my cats just woke up when they heard you playing.
That's good.
Hi, Tom. People have been saying, what is that sexy mouthpiece? I mean, only brass players can find mouthpieces sexy. I'm sure my mum, who is watching in England, hi, Mum, I'm sure she probably doesn't think mouthpieces are very sexy, but oh, that's a very sexy look. Tell us about your sexy mouthpiece.
My sexy mouthpiece. Well, the first thing is about this mouthpiece. Actually, I have another one. It's just the one I'm just playing. They're still testing and testing and testing. It will go very soon to serious production. The best thing in the mouthpiece, I was really surprised how the wood can actually help me.
Tell me about the wood, because I couldn't see that that's wood from here.
Yeah, this is ebony. Yeah, ebony. Wood, what I believe they use it in the woodwind instruments.
Yeah.
And what is fantastic is the mouthpiece is really light, because the wood part is not thick. It's actually it's just a thin layer of wood. What allowed, what we were believing in the beginning, it might took away the edge of the mouthpiece and maybe become too soft, too matte, but mainly wooden mouthpieces are too soft. They're just not. They're good for maybe Baroque music or some chamber music, but not all around mouthpieces. And when I believe that the right combination might get the best from both worlds, and that combination of metal skeleton and wood allowed to have me the power I need in Mnozil Brass, but also in very bad acoustics. What happens sometimes? I'm just getting out the softest sounds, and I don't have to really work on controlling it. It just works perfectly. And I never had this before. I never had it before. Really, I never had it before. I'm so happy.
Tell us, in Bach terminology, what is the size? Fidbone wants to know what is the actual size?
It's a 5G. Probably it's like a 5G of Bach. It might have another feeling. It's just the shape of the rim, but it's like a classical trombone mouthpiece size.
Yeah.
The wonder happens with the cup size and the materials we use. It just allows it's a little bit different feeling because it's a light mouthpiece.
Okay.
But it's pretty powerful. I don't know, you've been on a Mnozil concert, so you can say it's pretty powerful.
It is very powerful. I'm blown away.
But the focus is very good.
Okay.
Because the general knowledge says put in a lot of mass in the mouthpiece and you gain control. Yeah. But the problem is that when you do a lot of mass on the mouthpiece, you lose the overtones. So what are you gonna do? What if strip the mouthpiece from all that unnecessary mess and replace it with a touch of wood? What happens then? And was yesterday, it was 2 years ago we started to build a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
With Hans Mock. Is great.
That's a question someone wants to know. Did you build a mouth with Lench or with Schago?
We build a mouth with Lech company, and especially with Hans Mock. He's a very shy guy, and he's a perfect master. He just loved the work, and he put his soul and time into this mouthpiece. And he managed to put the two materials together. I just said, I'll just put it together and let's see what happens. Okay. And actually, he worked it out that he made some magic. And
a couple of questions. You're in love with this mouthpiece. I'm in love with how it looks. I want one for horn. I really would like to try one for. Matthias wants to know: is there a bass trombone version of the mouthpiece available?
Oh no, not yet. I was working now. We did the tenor and alto because that's what I'm used to most of the time. Yeah. Bass trombone is not yet, but let's see how people react, and then if it's a good reaction on this mouthpiece, then maybe we'll think about to make it wider.
And a mouthpiece question is the wood from Wes, who's asked a lot of questions. Sorry, I haven't got to all of them. The wood is on the outside only for the weight?
The wood is on the outside. It's it's probably the weight. I tried the mouthpiece without the wood on it, and I had to say I didn't have that control. It just was a skeleton mouthpiece. If you know the trombone players, the jazz players play like really skeleton mouthpiece sometimes. Who likes it? And I think the wood was just kind of finding that little touch to what happens normally with wood and brass meets. Wood grabs the brass and holds it, and you just doesn't vibrate that well.
Well, can you ask him to develop one for horn as well and get Sky to?
One of the secrets here, the wood is special treated, very very quite thin.
Okay.
So we didn't for the mass. We went for that where it touches, which place it touches, and how it touches. And this is unfortunately I don't know how to tell that.
So we can try, well, everyone else can try it all out at the Music Messe in Frankfurt, because you'll be showing them all then.
Exactly.
Talking about mouthpieces is a really important part of a brass player's life, especially on the Horn Hangouts. Everybody wants to know about mouthpieces. As we're almost at the end of the Hangout, I'm very sad to say. And Soli, you have a piece for us, another one to play for us, don't you?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I have a little oldie to play. We can say that now. It's an oldie.
Okay. Let me just read you just a couple more things. Yeah, Tim fell asleep. Right, it's very early in the morning. Thank you, Kendall. We have some friends of yours in Qatar watching, some Hungarian people watching in Qatar. David from Qatar and, oh, I missed the name. You guys better write in again. Anyway, Zoltan will be reading all this, so he'll know who'll be watching. Christoph says, hi, Soli and Obi. Strings are also watching. So we got strings.
Oh, yeah.
Watching.
Hey, guys.
They must have fallen asleep at the Mouthpiece talk. Daniel in Rome was asking if you Mnozil guys are naturally talented at singing, or do you do some training to sound so good?
It was, for me, it was part of the audition. I had to sing.
Really?
To get the gig, yeah.
Cool.
I had to sing, yeah.
David in Qatar says, please tell him that Sacco Norbert is watching.
Oh,
Sacco
okay.
Norbert. So there you go. And Lee says, Tim is a lovely surprise, and you have there are some Hungarian fans in Qatar watching.
Oh, wow.
So my goodness, I mean, they're really everywhere. Lee Alexander is a great friend of the Horn Hangouts, and she said Tim is a lovely surprise. So if the surprise doesn't work, then yeah.
Yeah, I just have if you allow me to say, because we will finish it soon. I just wanted to mention, because it's very close to me, that of course the two sponsors, and both are planning a brass festival. First, going to happen, of course, the Music Messe in March. I will be there from the 13th, 14th of March. We will let everybody know, of course, later. That's going to happen the Schlager Brass Festival in July. Please just go on the Schlager website and check it out. It's going to be fantastic. The new instruments to introduce, the new bass trumpet will be available to test and buy, and many fantastic players. And I will play a solo with the Blazer Philharmonic, and we'll be with Mnozil. So it's a lot to see. James is going to be there, the fantastic, lovely man.
James Morrison, I'll be there.
Yeah, the James is going to be there.
What are the dates?
Love you, James.
James,
Yeah. So he is one of the guys I was listening, like, yeah, wow, he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
So it was really inspiring. And the other thing is the Lech Festival is also coming up. It's going to happen in December. It's going to happen on between the 16th and the 21st of December, just before Christmas. And we would like to have everybody to get to the website and check it out, what's going to happen. Many people will come. Jigs Wigham will going to be there, Carol Jarvis, and a lot more surprise solists. It's to be announced soon, but it will be fantastic. Yeah, I will be there.
That there is something happening today that we are in on, because it's happening. It'll happen like now, this minute. Tell us, we are launching something today live on the Horn Hangouts.
Well, what's going to be launching is like my website finally is ready, and we're going to launch it. We were going to launch it in 3, 2, 1. And it's online.
It's online now, this very second.
Ben,
tell us the address.
Ben, it's online. Is it online? Is it online? Is it online? Ben? Yeah, so the website is on, and all the infos. I'm sorry?
www.zoltankiss.
Zoltankiss.com. www.zoltankiss.com, please.
You do that in
slow
mo.
Yeah. Yeah. So it will be all the info there, all about the festival, Schlager Festival, Lech Festival, my new mouthpieces, the new trombone, all about my projects, the Rebellion album, the slideshow, the people I'm playing with, what's going on with me, where are we, and you can contact me. Book me in the States. Everything is possible now, and it's all in one place. And it's always been a difficulty to visit this website, visit this website. This album is here, this album is there, and it's all thanks to Ben Groiming. He's going to be
so
one
Ben has made his website for you. Congratulations, Ben.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Ben, you are a hero of the brass world. Why haven't I met you before?
You will meet me, no problem.
Yeah. Don't worry, everything going to happen.
Well, you know, Zoltan, we've had people asking if you and I can play a duet, or if you and I could do a funk duo.
Duo.
I'm happy to be there. If you need a low horn for some sort of funk on your new funk album, I'm there.
Well, all right. We'll might, you know.
I can sing too.
You can sing too. Good. But take the horn with you.
I don't know if anyone wants to hear me sing. I can sing.
Then, you know.
Yeah, I could do that little sort of.
Or this kind of, you know, this thing. This kind.
Guy and I could be your backing singers. That's right.
Yeah, good. Yeah. No, but the arrangements are still not. We are now all about what to do, which songs and how, and it will be the brass. It will be separately recorded and arranged. So it might happen there are some special guests on the album.
Pick me.
Yes, Sarah, I have a great idea. Do you like to play on my new album?
I want to play on your new album, please, Zoltan. I would love that.
Yes,
okay, you Horn Out friends, you've heard him promise. Okay, so we're going to hold him to it now.
We can't cut this out, yes, Ben? You can. All right.
No, we're not cutting that bit out. It's online. Zoltan, people are looking at your website. Dave Trumpet from Chicago says your website looks great. So there are people looking at your website now. Yay!
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
And the logo designed by my wife.
Done by your wife.
Really fantastic. Oh, I think it blew me away when she just put it in paper with pen. I was like, wow.
Fantastic.
I wish I could sign my name like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, as soon as the Hangouts finish, I'm going onto your website. I hope all of you will go onto the website as well. And you've got people watching from all over the world. A friend of mine from Ecuador, Yoni, a trombone player from Ecuador, he's just joined in and said hi. Colombia, he's from Colombia, living in Ecuador, I remember. From all over the place. Tim's also just congratulated you on the website. He says it looks great.
Oh, thank you.
I wish we could have your surprise. Your wife and your little girl, Aoife, was supposed to join us live.
Oh,
but
no.
I know, but Sky's computer has just crashed. So show us a picture. Show us a picture of Aoife, please.
Yes, it's going to be that. So this is...
Oh, she's so cute. What a sweetheart. Well, they were hoping to join in live, but they've been watching all the time, and so we send them lots of love. Sorry it didn't work. Next time.
Yeah.
Zoltan, thank you so much for joining us. Are you going to play us out? There's all sorts of questions. Keep writing in your questions. I'm going to send this chat to Zoltan. Maybe he'll answer some of the questions on his new website, or maybe we'll just get him back on a Hangout.
Ooh, maybe a part 2.
Maybe a part 2. So,
Sarah, what do you think about a part 2?
We'll think about a part 2. Ben, do you think your nerves could take a part 2?
It will work, no problem. We do it.
Sultan,
maybe we do a duet for the part 2, and then you have interest now doing it too.
Okay, we will see. We will see. I'm very expensive. So you go and get ready. I'm going to say goodbye to our Horn Hangout guests, and I have a good news for our next Horn Hangout. It will be the 31st of January with German Brass. They will be here, and they will be here live in Berlin. So that I don't know how many of them are going to be taking part, as many as possible. So I hope that all of you can join us for that. The details will be on the website. So German Brass here live in Berlin for a Horn Hangout. And to play us out, we have the two boys, the guys of the night. What are you going to play for us, Ollie?
Well, we just said before that it's going to be an oldie, but everybody will recognize. I think I don't have to introduce this number. Okay.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for playing us out. Congratulations on your website, on your
Mouthpiece.
Mouthpiece.
Thank you so much for inviting me for the Horn Hangout, and hope will more join the Horn Hangout. It's a great idea, and I'm really happy you started something really big.
Thank
I'm really
you.
happy for you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you to Ben and Tim for making it possible. Take it away.
Yeah, thanks.